going on, everyone? Today we're going to be working on the engine on the 1987 Toronado. We're going to be doing a couple things today. I got it all nice and laid out here. Going to be doing the valve cover gaskets. These are Felpro gaskets, really good. I always use these on every single Toronado that I've done, and they've always held up very, very well. I got a Wix oil filter. I'm not sure if we'll actually get to the oil, oil change today, but just want to show that this is the type of filter I'm using for it. Really good. Got our standard OE Plus performance wires and plugs, and we got some AC Delco spark plugs, and then a Wix air filter. So we're going to be doing this all today. Yeah, I got a couple tools here. I got some specialty sockets for spark plugs and sensors. You're going to want to use those. They'll come in handy a lot. And then I got a pretty decent sized screwdriver here that's going to be used on the bolts, or the screws for the air filter. So we're going to go ahead and take off the air filter first, because it's just right here now, and it looks like, from what it says on here, it hasn't been changed since 84,000 miles, so I'm guessing it's pretty dirty. So we're going to go investigate that. Then after that, we're going to be going onto the valve covers. We're going to be taking off this and the rear one. And it looks like you have to take off the coil pack and a couple other things along with it, but should be easy enough. So let's get started. That is one installed oil filter, air filter. Gosh dang, I keep saying oil filter. But anyways, so here's the old one. Dirty, definitely need to be replaced. It looks like there's oil or something around the entire edge. Very, very odd. I don't know if that has to do with the valve cover gaskets failing or what, but oh well, it's done for now, and that's one less thing to do. So next thing we're going to be going on here is probably the valve cover gaskets, or actually, you know what, we could probably do the spark plugs and wires, or at least the spark plugs for now, because I got to pull off the cover and everything for the spark plugs, and I'll have to pull the spark plugs themselves. I got the spar here, should be able to move the belt just like so, and then bring the tensioner pulley back to rest there. So there's that. I'll be using this later on. Really good tool to have. If you don't have anything like that, you can use like a breaker bar in a socket. Not as efficient, but would still work. So in order to remove the alternator, just one bolt here and then another one here. I'm not going to actually remove the alternator itself, but I just need to get rid of this support here. So I'm going to remove this bolt and then be able to take off this here. Really close to the 1989, 300s. That's cool. So we're going to use a couple things. And this up here, but we'll figure it out. We need to figure out which there you go.
Yeah, without trying to break it.
Yeah, unfortunately the guy before me already broke it, but now we can clean this up because it's filthy.
Yeah, because you can at least put some plastic glue on it at least to hold it back together.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like to take off the valve cover itself, it's just these 3 bolts here, and then you got this one solid line. Alright, and then there. Oh, okay. This wasn't even connected. Huh. That'd be like something on this wire. Well, might as well fix it anyways. I'll actually replace these.
Sorry.
Yeah, the one box is working nice, so. Redo it. Sorry, just now. Redo that on the line. Those are cheap. I was on once.
Make sure to mark them. Yeah, mark them right as you know which one's there.
This one's pretty good. So you do this in a... Okay. So, now we can keep going here. So now we can see, we have access to the spark plugs. You'll be very much.
I think that's the whole. That's right. That's like it's around cover. Yeah, there now.
Alright, so I got spark plugs out. Pretty, not too bad. A little toasted, but I got 3 brand new AC Delco spark plugs.
AC Delco.
Huh?
So, AC Delco, very good spark plugs. They work very well.
Yep. So, got valve cover off, valve cover gasket. The gasket was just covered in oil. I'm going to take a, paper towel here and wipe it all down, put the new gasket on, all that. Also put the new spark plugs in and put the new wires as well.
And you still haven't marked them yet.
That's fine. There's spider webs right here on this. I just wiped them off, but there's spider webs right here at the top. And look, it's not even dirty like the others. This wasn't even connected. So I think I found out why my car was acting so funny on the...
And that's why you didn't have all 3 cylinders going.
All 6. But that is why you always check someone else's work, because they might just have, one of these loose. But we're going to change them out anyways. I got higher quality wires here and higher quality spark plugs, because these are junk brand ones. So we're going to install these here. We're going to finish up doing the front today. So you can see the weather's pretty poor out, and it's really humid. So I think I'll wait until tomorrow, because tomorrow's supposed to be going to be a really nice day, and yeah, we'll go from there. That's nice.
Should I stop recording?
Sure. I'm not sure how much I filmed, or my cousin did, but got the whole front cover, valve cover, gasket put on. Everything's all tightened down. Put the new spark plugs in. Still have the old wires and everything sitting out here. Right now, I'm going to be taking off the coil pack. I'm not exactly sure how to do it, but I believe it's just the 6 bolts that hold it in, and then I should be able to remove the assembly. I believe it all comes out as one piece, if I remember correctly. So I'm going to try that and go from there. So yeah, wish me luck on that. I'm not going to pull super hard on this either, because if it's anything like that 90 Toronado that I worked on, it's that the assemblies are a little bit different, where the coil packs are all just like conjoined to the one solid piece. So I guess we'll see. If it doesn't disconnect from there, then it's going to be probably the bolt that's way down in there next to the injectors, and then I think there's another thing on the other side that holds it up. So hopefully it doesn't come to that, and we can just disconnect that. So yeah, let's go ahead and try that. Alright, I've been working on the engine for a little bit. It's next day after this. About to pull the valve cover, put the new gasket on. Had my dad help me here pull the coil pack. Looks like it was 2 15 millimeters in the front, and then I believe it was 2 actual bolts in the front as well for it. So, one held this down and the other held the, I believe, what is the power steering pump bracket. So, got that all squared away, and yeah, about to pull this side along with the spark plugs, put it back all together, and then I think I'll do an oil change after this. Yeah, that'd be it for this engine. I got some new vacuum lines see here. Here is the old 2 ones. And then I got these here. So I gotta decide if I want to use this like flexible hose that's yellow and everything, or if I can try to use this black one for it. But we'll see on that. But yeah, I guess let's get started. Got my whole diagram. I got my diagram for the spark plug wires, you know, just how they go and everything. Found out that, well, I was talking to my dad for a little bit because he's way more knowledgeable with these engines and just cars in general than me. And he also used to work at an Oldsmobile dealer in the late 80s and early 90s, I believe it was. So this engine here, the 3.8 liter V6, this is also the one that used in the Buick Grand National and the Regal. Now, of course, it was a different platform. It was front engine rear-wheel drive platform, but same engine. So that's the wiring diagram that I'm actually using. Is from a Grand National, but same engine, how everything's set up. They just had a turbocharger instead of just being NA, and you know, of course, internals are different, but the main block and all that is the same. So yeah, great help. You know, if you ever have one of these, just look up one of those diagrams and you'll be able to get it. Another thing I was thinking of is I gotta confirm this though by taking this to a car wash. So you have the oil, I believe, right here. So I'm gonna zoom in on it. If we can get it to focus. Come on. No. Come on. Why aren't you focusing? Just focus. Anyway, that thing right there. It's a little cylinder. There we go. So that right there, I believe, is the oil sending unit. I believe that might have like a bad seal or something like that and is leaking oil. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this thing to a car wash once I get this all done and, you know, the car plated and everything. But take this down to a car wash, get it all washed, take a pressure washer and some degreaser to this, and then see if there's any more oil coming out of this or if it's just a valve cover gasket. So yeah, let's get back started onto the rear valve cover. Well, I just realized I wasn't recording, but I just got this valve cover, the rear valve cover off. Gasket seems to be still pretty good. It actually stayed inside the gasket, or inside the valve cover, which is a good sign that it's kept sealed. I don't see any like leaks or anything. Like, I don't know, but might as well just replace it now. Got it all off. In order to actually take it off though, I had to loosen the bottom bolt on the power steering pump and take off the top one completely. So there's that. Luckily, the bolt for the top one, you can just put it in through there. So not bad. Just gotta fiddle around with wires and the dipstick and all that. So, but now at least we have some more room. I can get at the spark plugs, so I'm going to go ahead and take those out next and make sure to record that. So I got the old gasket out and I got the new gasket here. These are the Felpro gaskets. They're really good. I've always put them on all my cars whenever I do a change. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on. So beautiful. So here it is with the new gasket. Really like it. Got rid of this orange. So yeah, gonna go ahead and put this back on, and then also I'm gonna put the new spark plugs in as well. So yeah, we're getting pretty close to actually putting this motor back together and starting it up. So really excited for that. this works. Let's see here, how long is this? What about even? This one, one more here. Yeah. Nothing fucking about that. Alright, so what I just put on there right here is the vacuum lines for the, I believe what is fuel regulator, and then one is for the coil pack, or at least it goes to a thing that's off the side of the coil pack. Not exactly sure what it is, but they need to be replaced. They, see here, they're breaking apart and got wear, so replace those. Next thing to do is put on the coil pack, and then yeah, then we can start putting on the wires, and I think we'd be done. I believe that is it. I think that is actually everything. So yeah, really cool. Just gotta put that back on. Here. I'll just let this off. So here's everything I gotten done so far. Put the power steering back on. Well, it's just loose, I guess. Got the front valve cover gasket replaced. Rear valve cover gasket replaced. Got the coil pack back on. Got both spark plugs in the front and the rear. Let's see here. New air filters in. And yeah, now I just got to run all the wires, and then I can put the bolt for the alternator back on, and then I can put the serpentine belt on and crank her over. So that's what we're going to be doing next. Well, got all the wires put together in the right direction. All of them are on the right ones. So I just got to wait for the battery to charge up. I said I wasn't going to do it today, but I want to hear this thing run. So I got the battery hooked up. I still got to put the cover on and other things, but yeah, here goes nothing. This will be its first startup. I don't know why the brake light is on. Yeah, that's not... Yep, nothing's wrong. Huh. Alright, I'll have to figure that out. Oh, you know what? I think it's the brake fluid is low. I think I found out what the leak was. I think it's actually the brake fluid, so the brakes might be bad. Let's go back up to the engine now. I smell oil, but I'm not sure if it's like oil that dumped out from the manifold or what. I don't know, I smell smoke though. Smoke underneath. I don't know. Seems to be running fine. Brake fluid is lower than it was before yesterday. I wonder if I have a leaky brake line on this. Let's check the status of the car. Let's see if there's anything seems out of place. Engine temp is rising. Fuel oil pressure seems to be normal. Might have to replace the seal on it though. Voltage is fine. I don't know. Car seems to be still shaking. I'm not sure that's from the engine or what. Huh. Let's see what's tack reading out at. Just below 1,000. I don't know, it's just how these cars are. Or what? Oh. I feel like vibrations from the car, but I'm not sure if that's just the way these things are. And there's that electrical problem thing where the climate control turns on all of a sudden. Weird. I don't know. Seems to be doing. I say that and it hesitates. Well, here it is running at least. Still a little rough though. I'll have to take a look into that. I'll take a look into that brake light. See if a brake line is leaking up in there. So, yeah, thank you for watching, and I didn't want to leave you guys on without having this car on. So, yeah, there's that. So next episode will be, or next just even build of this, we'll be going through, I think, the brake lines, and then try to figure out why the engine is still running a little bit rough. I'm not sure if it's the injectors or you know, the bad gas that's in it might be the gas, and even the fuel filter. So I'm gonna go through that all next. And yeah, I love these lights. Look, the lights in here just make the interior look so nice. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.